when he comes to the material world, Krishna is enjoying. When he kills the demons, he's enjoying. When Mother Yashoda ties him up, he's enjoying. When Krishna dances with the gopis, he's enjoying. Everything Krishna does is enjoyment. So that sense of enjoyment is also with us. Why? Because we are part and parcel of Krishna. We also have that sense of enjoyment. But the illusion is, I think I can imitate Krishna. That's the catch. Can't imitate. Prabhupada used to say, people want to imitate Krishna's Rasa Leela. So Prabhupada would say, first lift Govardhan Hill. Then we can talk. The sense of enjoyment in the Lord is real, but such a sense in the living being is a sort of wishful desire only. The difference in consciousness is the distinction of two identities, namely the Lord and the living being. Otherwise, there is no difference between the Lord and the living being. The living being is therefore eternally one and different simultaneously. The whole instruction of Bhagavad-gita stands on this principle. So we're one. How are we one with God? Same quality. How are we different? Potency. Krishna's potency is unlimited. Our potency, very limited. For instance, when they did the Govardhan Puja, Krishna was circumambulating Govardhan Hill just like everybody else. But Krishna manifested a separate form who was eating all the offerings. And they had so many offerings. And that separate form of Krishna was eating. We try to eat 10 chapatis, what happens? Or how many rasgullas or gulab jamans can you eat? Our potency is limited. Limited potency. So we're simultaneously one and different. Yes, we are spiritual like God, but our capacity, our potency is much different. Same thing, sun ray, sun planet. The sun ray, no different than the sun planet, but the potency, vastly different. You can tolerate the sun ray in the early morning coming into your room, but the sun planet, no. Part 3. In the Bhagavad-gita, the Lord and the living beings are both described as Sanatan, eternal. This was also explained in chapter 2. Never was there a time when I did not exist, nor you or Arjuna, nor all these kings, neither in the future shall any of us cease to be. You've always existed as you exist now. Get used to yourself because you're going to exist in the future. If you don't like what you see in the mirror, maybe it's time to change. Because you are eternally not going anywhere. You're either going to take another birth or you're going to go back home, back to Godhead. And the Lord's abode, far beyond the material sky, is also described as Sanatan. The living being is invited to live in the Sanatan existence of the Lord, and the process which can help a living being to approach the Lord's abode, where the liberated activity of the soul is exhibited, is called Sanatan Dharma. Notice he did not say Hindu Dharma. Sanatan Dharma. Activities that promote you to the eternal Sanatan abode. Another way of saying that, bhakti. Bhakti is activities enacted on the spiritual plane. Bhakti activities promote you to the kingdom of God. Material activities guarantee another birth, either as a devata, human being, or lower. It's not all the same. That's why activities are very important. And to know what this is mentioned in Krishna in Bhagavad-gita, chapter 16. One should know what is to be done and what is not to be done by reading the Shastras. You don't make up your own process. You can't make up your own laws. The law of God is already there. The laws of nature are already there. You can't change them. So, you want to go to this Sanatan Dham, the eternal abode of God? Bhagavad-gita is teaching you this is how to do it. Your father, what does he say every time he attends one of my programs? What does he say? Because that's how you go to the Sanatan Dham. You have to surrender to Krishna. One cannot, however, reach the eternal abode of the Lord without being free from the misconception of material identification. And Bhagavad-gita gives us the clue how to achieve this stage of perfection. The process of being liberated from the misconception of material identification is called in different stages. By dovetailing all activities in relation with the Lord, prescribed duties of the human being, as directed in the Vedas, can gradually purify the sinful mind of the conditioned soul and raise one to the standard of knowledge. The purified stage of acquiring knowledge becomes the basis of devotional service to the Lord. At least 3 times in Bhagavad-gita, Krishna says, you want to see me? Bhakti. You want to know me? Understand me? Bhakti. You want to come to me? Bhakti. Very clear in Bhagavad-gita. As long as one is engaged in researching the solution of the problems of life, one's knowledge is called jnana, or purified knowledge. But upon realizing the actual solution of life, one becomes situated in the devotional service of the Lord. Very clear in chapter 14. In chapter 14, towards the end, Arjuna asks a very important question. Krishna, how do I transcend the modes of nature? If you transcend the modes of nature, you're liberated. So Arjuna's question is vital. How do I do it? And what was Krishna's response? Mang chayo vyabhicharena bhakti yogena sevate. The exact, I'm not making this up, it's right there. Bhagavad-gita 14:26, the line, bhakti yogena, which means by or with devotional service, sagunan Samati yaitan. That is how you transcend. And what kind of devotional service? Abhyabhicharani, non-stop, 24/7, not just one day a week. It has to be day in, day out, year in, year out. Constantly engaged in bhakti. The Bhagavad-gita begins with the problems of life by discriminating the soul from the elements of matter, and proves by all reason and argument that the soul is indestructible in all circumstances, and that the outer covering of matter, the body and the mind, can change for another term of material existence, which is full of miseries. 3 miseries. We just experienced it this week. Miseries caused by the devatas. Fire. Burn, baby, burn. We were watching it on TV every day. People lost everything. Miseries caused by other living beings. And then miseries caused, even my own body and mind caused me miseries. And then I've found a 4th one. Adi Technic. Technology. Technology is also misery. The cell phone goes down. So many technical problems. We've become so dependent. Right? You see nowadays, everywhere, people, I see it every day, people are driving like this. I see it. There was a time when there was no cell phone. Do you remember those days? How did we possibly live without an iPhone? Oh my God! We have become so addicted to technology. Right? And what are they doing? Making it even more. Now you got that thing, I don't know what they call it, and you speak into it and it, right? You know what I'm talking about? Now you don't need a wife anymore. Just talk to the thing. The Bhagavad-gita is therefore meant for terminating all different types of miseries, and Arjuna took shelter of this great knowledge which had been imparted to him during the Kurukshetra battle. Thank you, Prabhupada, for this brilliant summary of Bhagavad-gita. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.